Yesterday we played Manchester City away at the Etihad Stadium, and we came really close to put up a shocker and beat them 1-0. But unfortunate, with 7 minutes left on the clock, Rodri scores a late equalizer. An unfortunate deflection on Chalobah that then goes past Petrovic, and it just felt so sour afterwards because I felt we really deserved to win that, and that second half was very nervy. I mean, I suffered a lot, and after the game I went out, got wasted, and I have suffered today too. Like, my body is not made for alcohol. I'm just gonna clarify that. But now I had to drag myself up and talk about this game. And yeah, I really suffered in that second half. I'm sure you did that, guys, as well. And after Pochettino made those substitutions in the 7th minute, we switched to 5 at the back. Manchester City just pushed further up with more players. They were getting closer and closer, and we took the pressure upon us. But yeah, it's ending in a 1-1 draw, but I'm just so proud of the boys overall. I'm so proud. I feel like every player showed up. This is the performance we saw against Aston Villa. Everyone was spot on, in my opinion. I feel like there are, of course, things we can improve in terms of Pochettino's in-game management, etc. You can always argue that he should have done this and done that, but in this video I'm just gonna focusing on the good stuff we saw, because there were a lot of them, and it's difficult to get everything spot on against the former champions in Manchester City, who have a team full of world-class players. They are probably the best manager throughout the history, and they are in stunning form at the moment. So I mean, in hindsight is 2020. I mean, we can now say that the in-game were poor, and we're probably going to win that game. But before this game, you know, no one seemed to have really any sort of confidence. Like, I guessed it was going to end in a 2-2 draw, because I believe that would be the best outcome that could happen. I didn't think we could have a chance to win, but I thought we could put up a good performance against City, because we had that in ourselves, especially when playing the top 6 teams. But I think our tactical setup was really good. We used a 4-2-3-1, sort of 4-3-3 hybrid, depending on what's going on in the game, what Manchester City does. We had Petrovic in goal. In the backline we got Gusto, Chilwell, disasi and Colwill being centre back pairing. In the pivot we got Caicedo, Gallagher in the number 10. We got Palmer, Sterling as a left winger, and Jackson up front. I said in my match preview I could understand if Sterling start, because we're not sure if Nkunku is really good as a left winger and if he can define in wide areas. And Sterling really had a good, in my opinion. It really fitted to use him against City's former club. You could see he was really on it this game. And he scored himself a goal on a brilliant counter-attack from Jackson, finding an early low cross, and Sterling then goes past Walker, puts the ball that will lead 1-0. And I really liked the tactical setup. We used sort of mid and low block, moving as a unit, but we were still trying to press City when we had the opportunity to force them going backwards and not finding their midfielders in Rodri, who is so dangerous when they get the ball. And Gallagher had a specific job where he was going to be on Rodri. He was going to be under his skin whole game. And I think Gallagher really did a good job there. I think that was a smart instruction for Pochettino. Give that to Gallagher. You know, City often building up through Rodri in the midfield, and we managed to stop that. And we also tried to stop the brain as much as we could. The man of the match goes to disasi. He had a John Terry performance. Absolute nonsense centre back out there that was throwing himself into every situation, put his life on the line. He was blocking so many shots, he was making tackles after tackles and making clearances. Disasi was a rock in our defense, and I'm so happy that he could pull off this performance. And for me, he is a starter now, doubts about it, as a center back. And you know, it's not easy coming from another league and settle down in Premier League. It takes time. Now he has really settled himself down in Premier League. To have this sort of performance against City, incredible. Fair play to disasi. Hope you continue this. Malo Gusto was incredible in this game too. He's bombing up and down constantly. With his pace, he caused so much trouble for City on that right hand side, and he did also a good defensive job against Doku. Doku didn't have that much impact in the game, and that tells you that he is really solid in both defensive areas and going forward. Only 20 years old and playing in the Premier League in this high level. So I'm very happy with Gusto as well. He could have had an assist if it wasn't for a touch that he took and misplaced the pass to Jackson, who was through on the goal. We could have had another game, but it's those small margins, and we will learn from that and go forward and hopefully improve that. As I said, I'm happy with Sterling's performance as well. This goal is something he hope now he can be more consistent and have this because he has it in him, and when we are allowed to go on counters, I feel like we're getting more out of Sterling because he has more space to run into, and he caused a lot of problems for Kyle Walker. That defense, Conor Gallagher, Enzo Caicedo, our whole midfield was brilliant this game. Enzo Caicedo did a really good defensive job. Gallagher ran the most out of any player out there, covering so much ground, making it so difficult for the City midfielders. And Coley was good, Chilwell was good, Petrovic had a great game, making good saves. Jackson could have had a goal as well, but he will learn from this. You saw also that Holland had an off game, and he is probably the best striker in the world at the moment. So, I mean, people don't talk about that too much. They only focusing on Jackson. So substitutions, we had Nkunku coming in, we had Chaluba also coming in, which 5 at the back. He's back from injury now. We also had Casadei come. I think it could have been nice having Mudryk have that pace right behind backline, but maybe he won't turn to more experienced Nkunku, which I can understand. Now it leaves a little problem here in the lineup. What are we going to do with Nkunku? Because now everyone performed really game, and I would honestly like to play the same lineup against Liverpool, who we're facing in the EFL Cup this weekend. But yeah, Nkunku, he has to fight back and earn his place back in the team, of course, just like everyone. Doesn't care what your name or how much you earn, etc., what you have done before. It's about now, in the present moment. If Nkunku shows that he will be a starter, he will that out pitch when he's getting the opportunities, and I'm sure he will as well, because he's an absolute player. So yeah, it is unfortunate that Rodri made that late equalizer to deny us from getting away at the FA had, but I feel like we play like it was a final, and if we're playing this way and just a slight better in the Liverpool, we definitely have a chance to go and win a silverware. So I'm happy with everyone. Stunning performance, an absolute warrior performance. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and of course, if you're brand new here, want to be a legend, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the page, hit the notification bell down below so you never upload. Catch you guys later.